On third down, it's Young. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grab the lead on their first series of the half. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Duke the defender. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Denver set to take the field on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. On first down, they'll run. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped, but can track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Hold on a second. Ready.
Nix with it on first. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it first and 10.
Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay.
From the red zone now. This throw is caught. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Brings up second and 7 at the Panthers' 10-yard line.
Once more, it's Nix. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay.
Throwing again, here's Nix. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos now trail by just a point in the fourth. So the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Baker with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Panthers set to take the field. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
With the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. From the pistol, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. And that quarterback's feet and eyes move to secondary read, and so often it's a tight end. Well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Takes it in at the 26. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal because of it. I'll never forget it, and they just showed up on that run.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready?
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos in range for a game-winning score. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another carry for him. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. Every little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first.
2nd and 12. At the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. Has it at the 7. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos jump in front late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. They grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Baker with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also...
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's first and 10.
Oh, I said. Ready. Let it.
Blown back, it's the handoff. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. All right, here we go. Second down. Toss now to the short side. And that one doesn't get him much, even maybe a yard. It's third down. Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. In range for the game winner as they go hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
To throw. Complete to Mims. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. That one is good! And he trails the chip shot to win them this game! So to decide it, many mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.